in this video I'll show you how to use endpoint filters in Minimal API. So let's go to Visual Studio and create new project. I'll select ASP.NET Core Web API. Let's click next, and I will name this endpoint filter minimal. You can name it however you want. Click next, and here I will uncheck this use controller, and everything else you can keep the defaults. Let's create. So the project has been created. In the program class you can see there is only one endpoint, I think, get weather forecast. And if we run this project, I'll select IIS Express. So let's run this project, and you can see the Swagger API. So if we click get, execute this, we get this response from weather forecast. Now let's stop the project. Now you cannot add attribute or action filter here like this, your custom action filter like this. So this Minimal API doesn't support this. Instead they have a different approach. Let's save this. After this route, you can add something like dot add endpoint filter, and here you can pass anonymous function. It will be async, and we will receive two parameter. One is context and another one is next, and then we can execute some code here. And here you can execute some validation for this endpoint. If you have some parameter like this, then you can obviously check your condition, and then you can either return from here, or you can call the next. So for now we'll remove this one, and we'll just see how to return to the next middleware or go to this function. So we will return next, and we'll pass this context. So this is basic procedure of endpoint filter. Now I'll show you how you can return from here. So you will not proceed to the next, you will not enter into this function. So for that, so you will have some conditions. So if suppose some dummy condition, I will not equal true, suppose, then we can return results the problem, and you can specify a message validation failed, for example, and this will work. Now let's add a real condition here. Suppose we will get a parameter from here like color, and we will receive it as string. So color, here we can get this argument. So here we can receive the color like this, context dot get argument, and we will receive the type of the argument will be string, and we will receive the first one. So then we will check the value of color, like if it's red, then we will return the problem, otherwise we will execute this code. So let's add an endpoint here and here. So now let's run the project again, and you can see now it has a parameter color and it's required. So we'll try it out. First we will pass other color like green. If we execute, You can see this breakpoint is reached. If we continue, and we can see the response is code is 200, and we are getting the weather data. Now if we provide red as color and execute this, you can see it has reached this endpoint. So now ideally we should not reach at this endpoint. So let's continue, and you can see that now the response is 500. So we are not getting the weather forecast. Now let's close this, and you probably might want to add the action filter as a file, so you can execute or use that again and again in different places. So let's create a file here. So I will name this color action filter. You could name this anything you want. So color, let's say endpoint filter. So it will implement this interface. Now let's copy our code from program class here. So we can cut this and add it here. So we have to mark this class as async, so that should remove the problems. Now we can add this color endpoint filter in different places. So here we will just remove this function body, and we'll add the type of the action endpoint filter, this color endpoint filter, and let's save this and try it once again. Now let's try it out. Red, we are getting 500 response code. Now suppose green, now we are getting 200 as response code. So that's it for this video. See you in the next video.